Hello, this is Femi Akojenu here from Lives on Television, also the founder of High Flyer Mentoring and Coaching. I wanted to take a moment, first of all, to welcome you to another month of May. Wow, 4 months have passed already in 2020. And so here we are, embarking on a new month. Well, I want to encourage you at the very onset of this new month. And the message I have for you is very simple. It is simply this: tough times don't last. Tough times don't last. But guess what? Tough people do. Tough times don't last, but tough people, they do. You see, from time to time, there will be tough times, not just in the history of our world, but also in our personal lives. In our lives, we will encounter some tough times. I'm not being negative when I say that. It's just the reality of life. However, even if you recall a scripture that says, many are the struggles, many are the tribulations of the righteous, many are the things that they go through. He says, but the Lord will deliver them from them all. So even though you go through problems in life, you go through tribulations, trials, and you will be delivered. But the Bible never says you will never go through, right? So tough times, they come. But I want you to be conscious of one thing, that no matter how tough the time is, that tough time will not last. And maybe right now you're going through a tough time. I want you to be encouraged, because this tough time will not last. Now, there are those who feel like at a time like this, in this world where we are going through a pandemic, they may feel a little discouraged. They may feel like, when is this going to end? I want you to know, like every other thing, it will end. Every other tough times, they never last. No matter how long. It could be World War I, World War II, right? It could be whatever else has happened in the history of the world or in the history of America. Whatever has happened, they all disappeared. After a while, they are no more. So tough times that you may be going through right now, it will not last. However, it is important that you become a tough person, because sometimes tough times wipe people away or wipe people out. Sometimes tough times causes some businesses to be totally destroyed. Sometimes tough times causes some people to give up along the way. Sometimes tough times make some people see no reason why to continue, and they quit. But if you will make up your mind that no matter what the tough time may be, that I will not quit, I will not give up, guess what? You will outlast the tough times. And so, in the history of the world and what we are going through right now, I want you to know, no matter how tough it is, maybe financially it is tough for you right now. Maybe maritally it's tough for you right now. Maybe even in your health, it is tough for you right now. Maybe in your mind, it is tough to comprehend what is going on and to be able to handle it. Maybe it's a little too much for you. I want you to know that no matter how tough it is right now, it will not last. But I want you to make up your mind that you are going to outlast the tough times that we are going through. Whether it's in your personal life, maybe it's in the context of what is going on in the world, the pandemic, the coronavirus. I want you to know this, that if you make up your mind that you will outlast this tough time, you will overcome. After this tough time is out and over, you will still be standing. I'm thinking about 3 people in the history of our world today. Some of them we know quite well. I'm thinking about a lady by the name of Mary Kay Ash. Mary Kay got married to a man by the name of George, and they were putting together a business. And that's the Mary Kay as we know it today. They were putting this business together, planning this business, and everything is set, ready to go. And a month before the business will launch, the husband had an heart attack and died. So just imagine that. Someone who's, they've been working together as a team, they're putting a plan together, and there you are, boom, the husband is no longer there, gone. The partner no longer there. And how devastating, for someone who have gotten married and then now working together with their partner, and their partner is no longer there. But you see, Tough times, they don't last. Of course, it was tough. I mean, you can imagine the mourning season, the emotional up and down, and all that she went through, experiencing that, especially when you're embarking on a new thing. And imagine probably in her, there's that temptation like, you know what, don't go on with this. But she made up her mind that she's going to be tough and that this tough time is not going to wipe her out, that she's going to stand strong. And like I said, tough times, no matter how tough they are, they will not last. And so guess what? She outlasted that tough time. She went on to start Mary Kay, and boom, Mary Kay started and became a well-known brand today. Of course, Mary Kay Company has empowered many women to become independent business owners, and all over the world, many people have, become, sales agents with Mary Kay, and they've built their own, little empire, if you will. And of course, Mary Kay has become a great empire today. Wow. She made up her mind that in spite of what happened to her, that she will be tough. I want you to make up your mind as we embark upon a new month. I don't know how you've been in April. Maybe in April, you've been up and down. Maybe emotionally, you've been, going through a roller coaster. Maybe you've even given up. Maybe you've just been that person that did nothing. You know what? I don't know what's going on with this pandemic. You know what? And you just quit and you just, remain in a funk or something like that. Well, guess what? Make up your mind on this very first day of May that, you know what? In this month, I'm going to be tough. And that no matter what is going on, I have chosen to be tough. Because tough times, no matter how tough they may seem, they will not last. But if I make up my mind to be tough, I will outlast this tough time. Oh, maybe it's in your business right now. You are looking at what you're going through, and you're going through a tough time. Maybe financially right now, you are going through such a tough time. I want you to know that if you make up your mind that you are going to outlast this tough times, you will stand. And after this tough time is over, you will still be standing. Tough times, they don't last. But don't allow that temporary thing to cancel a permanent destiny for you. Don't allow a temporary situation to destroy a lifelong dream of yours. Don't allow a temporary issue to wipe you out where you give up. Because tough times, they never last. Tough people, they do. I think about a man by the name of Truett Cathy. Truett Cathy. In 1946, she opened what they call the Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. And of course, many of us know Chick-fil-A today. Now, he went through many setbacks. Many setbacks. But guess what? He made up his mind that he's not going to stop. And guess what? From 1946 now to 2000, Truett Cathy, made a revenue of $1 billion. Wow. Obstacles along the way, many hindrances along the way, many things that could have stopped them along the way. But he made up his mind that no, I am not going to stop. And then finally, got to that point where in year 2000, they reached a revenue of $1 billion. Why is that? Because tough times, they never last. No matter how big they may seem, they will not last. But you have to make up your mind that I'm going to outlast this one. I want to remind you, during this pandemic, a lot is going on. Many people have quit. Some are even looking at people that have a drive, and they're saying, why do you still have a drive? Why are you still trying to do anything? You should just stop because people are dying. Whether you like it or not, regardless of the fact that, yes, it's a very sad time, but life continues. And you cannot allow whatever is going on around you to stop your life. There is a call upon your life, pursue it. There is a business idea, pursue it. There is a goal you have, pursue it. Don't let the temporary tough time stop you and make you give up. Keep on pushing, because tough times, they never last. It is those who are tough, those who have made up their mind that they're going to be tough, they are the one that will last. I want to let you know that for tough people, it is not the things that is happening to them externally that stops them. They don't allow it to stop them. They don't allow it to hinder them. Oh yes, Mary Kay, the husband died. That was something that happened to her externally. but she's not going to allow it to get to her to the point where she will quit altogether. Yes, setbacks along the way for Truett Cathy, but he is not going to allow what he has gone through, the obstacles and hindrances along the way, to stop him. He continued to pursue the goals and the dream, and of course, in 2000, they reached that $1 billion mark. I want to remind you of Michael Jordan. You know him. Of course, we know him. You know, that basketballer. I mean, many have regarded him as the best basketballer of all times. I don't know if you know his story, but when he first tried out for the varsity basketball team, they did not pick him, and he was very devastated. He was in his sophomore years, and he tried out, and he was hoping that he would play, but the coach did not pick him. And wow, what a devastating thing. He said he would go to his room and cry and cry and cry and cry. I mean, he even wanted to quit until his mother said, you know what, you can't afford to quit. Don't give up on this thing. Even though the coaches had their own reason for not picking Michael, but that still does not change anything. It's the fact that he was really devastated. And he made up his mind, you know what, I'm going to use my disappointment, I'm going to use my failure, I'm going to use all of that as a drive. Because remember this, tough times, they don't last. Tough people, they convert the tough time, they convert it into a drive to push them forward so that they can last. I want to remind you that tough times, no matter how tough it is, it will not last. But if you keep pushing, I want you to know that you are going to make it. Don't let the things that have happened to you without affect you within. Don't let the disappointment, don't let the, discouragement, don't let the name calling from other people stop you. If you have made up your mind that you are pursuing this goal, you will make it. Because tough people, they always outlast every problem. In the history of our world today, anyone that has accomplished anything, they've had to look at the hindrances, they've had to look at the blockages, they have had to look at all the negative things in front of them, and they said, you know what, I'm going to outlast you. Yes, I know it may look tough, but I will outlast you. And that's why they've been able to make success today. They outlasted every single opposition that came their way. They outlasted what you may call failures or setbacks. They outlasted it because they realized that, you know what, this might not have gone well, but it has only taught me how not to do it the next time. And so they keep going. They keep going until they reach the level that they want to reach. I want to remind you on this very first day of May that tough times, they don't last. Now, we are in the pandemic right now, and I want you to know that this pandemic, it will not last. But tough people, they have to make up their mind that they will last. With that being said, I want to encourage you. What is it that you have made up your mind to do? Maybe before the pandemic came, what was it that you were working on? Have you given up on it? Have you stopped doing it? Well, guess what? You cannot allow it to happen. No matter what is happening right now, remember this, that tough times, they don't last. Now, those who are smart enough, they will say, you know what? It's tough. Yes, I understand that. But I'm going to make up my mind that I'm going to be tough in the midst of this. I'm going to be tough. And if you stay tough in the midst of the tough times, you will outlast the tough times. And I want to encourage you to do so. Make up your mind. This is the first day of May. Make up your mind. If you have given up already, you have just become so relaxed concerning your dreams and purposes. Maybe you have just said, you know what, I don't know how I'm going to make it. Well, switch from that kind of mindset right now. Have a different mindset. A different mindset that says, I don't care how tough it is. I will make it through this. Somehow. And like they said, where there is a will, there is a way. And if you make up your mind first and you say, you know what, I'm going to outlast this. Guess what? You will outlast it. Yes, you would outlast the corona. Not just in your health, you will outlast it in your business, in your ministry, in whatever you are doing. You will outlast it. But you have to make up your mind that you are going to be tough. You're going to be tough. What is that dream that you have given up in April? Pick it up again. Maybe you used to go to seminars, you've stopped going to them. Well, guess what? There are seminars online now. Start going again. Maybe you have been writing some goals and you have been saying, this is the best year of my life, 2020. And somehow you have quit saying that because of the coronavirus. Guess what? Make up your mind that, you know what, coronavirus or not, this is still the best year of my life. And so I pick it back up. The dreams, I pick it back up. The planning, the goals, I pick it back up. Whatever I have been doing right in the beginning of the year, I go back to it because I will outlast this tough time that is going on around the world. Tough times, they don't last. Tough people, they do. I want to remind you that I want to be right there with you, side by side with you, to help you overcome whatever tough time that you may be going through. If it's in your business and you need someone to kind of coach you along the way, especially at a time like this, reach out to me and I'll be willing to coach you along the way. Or you need to learn a thing or two that will help your business to be able to survive a time like this. Well, reach out to me and I'll be able to help you through that. I have several seminars coming up. Go to my website, highflyermentoring.com, highflyermentoring.com, and go to livezonetv.com. Make use of the seminars I have coming up. Make use of the, my monthly platform, mentoring platform, where I can coach you and mentor you along the way. Sign up for it by going to highflyermentoring.com. There are so many resources there available for you that will guide you through starting your own business, turning your own ideas into a product, applying for different grants, and on and on and on. They are all listed there on that platform. When you register for it, you'll be able to have access. But I want to remind you, make up your mind, this very first day of May, that this month I'm going to be tough. Because if I choose to be tough, I will outlast every tough time and every problem that I'm going through right now. Thank you very much for watching. Share this with as many people as possible. Don't forget, go to that website, highflyermentoring.com or livezonetv.com. Register for my monthly mentoring. Register for my upcoming seminar. I thank you for watching. Take care now.